99X. It's Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. Today, Jimmy here for the full show. You take control of the radio. What would you like to hear? We will get it on right after Sleaze. Text it to us, 470-741-9999. Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
You know, we've been diving into this Piers Morgan uncensored interview with Armie Hammer. They talked for like an hour and 20 minutes. A lot of it, though, was about the cannibalism accusations. And was it just role-playing?
But in relation to Effie Angelova, I guess, look, there were rape fantasies. Is your position that all of this was just role-play? That it may be offensive to people to hear about this and to read about it, but it's kind of BDSM, kinky sex role-play. It's not actually meant to be taken seriously as you wanting to rape her or to be a cannibal. Is that your argument about the way all this played out?
It's not only my argument, that's the reality of the situation. You know, different people have different sexual fantasies. Yeah, you know, and there's a very broad spectrum of sexuality. And people are allowed to engage with their own sexuality however it fits them and what they do. And if you find a partner who is amenable to these things or even excited about them, in my case, you know, a lot of this I was introduced to by Effie.
Well, it was her idea.
Yeah, quite a bit of it, yeah. She had more experience in this arena than I did.
Can't believe he was canceled for just being a kinkster. I mean, basically, that's it.
I don't get Maybe this. He should star in the next 50 Shades.
Oh, with Kevin Spacey, right? Kevin Spacey, Armie Hammer.
I just can't believe Piers Morgan is seriously interviewing him to try to get to the bottom if he's really a cannibal. It's insane.
Well, I think he's good at the sensationalism stuff. I mean, his interviews aren't bad. He's getting all the people that no one else has.
I mean, he had that huge interview with Kevin Spacey.
Well, he's been doing a lot of good work over the last year, especially like with heavy news things too. But, like, really, do people think that this guy's a cannibal and we got to get to the bottom of this? Maybe he is.
Well, he's got to ask the question just to get his answer.
Now, did you hear what he said about Robert Downey Jr.? Anyone in Hollywood that suffers from any kind of addiction issues, he's there to help you out.
Who's there to help?
Robert Downey Jr. helps everybody out.
That's
and
nice.
Then he said his advice to him was sit down, shut up, everything's going to be okay. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah. I get that, and that's nice. When I went through my divorce, I was like the first of my friends for the first of many to then get divorced, and I was that guy for them. I was like, let me help you through this. Let me settle you down. Let me kind of guide you. So that's nice that he's offering his services like that.
Yeah, he is. I guess it's kind of a family effort, a family affair with Dre DiMatteo. Have you read this story?
About her kid?
She's on OnlyFans, and she shared how her 13-year-old son, Waylon Blackjack, which is kind of a cool name, Waylon, he edits her videos and her photos.
That's kind of disturbing.
She was on that podcast with Jamie Lynn Sigler, and she said, my kids are like, they're there for me.
Jimmy, I almost got you that as a Christmas gift at the end of the year. Her OnlyFans subscription to Dre DiMatteo.
Sweet.
Well, what would I have done with that?
Well, you were into her back in the day in The Sopranos.
I was never into her.
You were totally.
What are you talking about?
Dre DiMatteo from Sopranos?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was into her?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been into her now. You would have wasted your money on that now.
Okay, well, good to know.
I don't remember that.
Who are you into now, just in case I'm shopping for this Christmas?
Did we ask him his top 5 now?
I'm 62. I'm not into people.
No, you're not into people.
I'm not into
Back
anyone.
in the day, do you remember who was in your top 5 back in the day?
Back in the day, I do. It was, Heather Locklear and Sheryl Crow, and probably was Mary Lou Henner on the list. And
you don't have a number one right now. You have no top 5 number one.
Dude, I am married to a Russian woman. I'm not allowed to have a number 1 or number 2 or top 5. You can't do that when you're married to a Russian woman. Are you kidding?
That's unbelievable that you can't even have a top 5.
You're not allowed.
What?
Well, Leslie, while you're on that,
I'm not opening that can of worms.
What?
While you're on that, I'm so close to moving Kelsey Ballerini from 5 up to maybe 2.
She's been teasing, she's going to be a judge on The Voice, and they're filming right now because it airs in January.
Yeah, she's all over the place.
The girl, Ingrid Andress went up in my book because of how she handled the national anthem thing.
You were very vocal about that,
yes.
and I texted you to tell you her music's really good.
Yes, I was very, I was making fun of her that night like everybody else, but I was not the first, but I was one of the first to say, you know what, the way she handled it, consider me a huge fan.
She hockey pucked big time after that.
What do you mean?
Her music.
Oh, yes.
Through the roof.
Hockey pucked?
Yeah, the hockey sticked, not hockey
Never
pucked.
heard that analogy,
Hockey
but
stick?
Like on a graph, a hockey stick. It's
Oh, a
flat,
hockey
and then
stick.
Yeah,
Okay.
I meant to say stick and not puck.
She hockey pucked? What? I've really been out
Hockey-sticked.
of it. Barnes. First of all, Barnes with the hockey analogy.
Well, that's just it is what it is.
Yes, I imagine she did. And Leslie, you would say that in the end, that whole thing will do nothing but be great for her career.
because everybody knows her name now.
Right.
I never saw this fight about to occur, but on the Osbournes podcast, Ozzy said he was fed up with seeing Britney Spears dancing videos on Instagram. What did she have to say? She kindly told him to F off. She said they're the most boring family known to mankind.
Yeah, she's not afraid of anybody.
No, she went off on Ozzy.
What year is this? We're talking about an Ozzy Osbourne, Britney Spears.
Seriously.
They still pick fights with people on their podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess she has deleted some posts. But in another Instagram story, she called out her ex-boyfriend, Paul Sleaze, his questionable behavior involving paparazzi. I guess they were in a car together, and he started talking to the paparazzi. I think he just wanted his 15 minutes.
Wait, his name is Paul Sleaze?
Sleaze.
Oh, Sleaze.
You didn't hear the story about him?
I think his name is Sleaze.
You didn't know about this story?
I did not.
He was the house servant
Oh.
who became her boyfriend.
Okay.
That was fast. He went from the lawn to her bed.
Right. Right.
I mean, she will take whoever is nearby. You've seen all these
Very
paparazzi
sad,
trainers.
very sad.
If you could just get within 1 degree of her, you're in. Honestly, if you look like that,
It
if you
is
have the
very
dark
sad.
hair, the same build as all of her boyfriends.
You look like a bouncer. That is your celebrity sleaze.